Alright, it looks like we're back. I'm also double checking on my phone because, as you guys know, my laptop is old now, considered old. It was pretty good back when I first bought it, but now it's just really old and it cannot handle the power of my live stream, unfortunately. So yeah, what I have to do is originally what I originally do whenever I do my teaching English live stream is that I share my screen on Discord so people can see what I'm doing, but I just think it's just too much power using my Pomodoro and share screen for some reason. There's probably just too many things going on simultaneously that my laptop cannot handle it. So Streamlabs just crashed. And yeah, that's why we're here. So I apologize if you guys are seeing videos and I have to do like multiple of them. In the future, I am editing my videos and putting them together so it looks much more cleaner that way. But that does take a lot of time because I am my own editor and I'm doing everything by myself. So it is a lot of time spent in just editing my previous videos before I get to this one. But yeah, hopefully you guys were able to clean up where we last left off, which was we reviewed everything and I was just writing down my notes here. And before so I covered that we finished our review from last week, which is good, before the stream ended. I practiced reading them aloud, which was good. And then we are now moving on to our weekly acquisition journal, and we are going to be talking about the reflections for this week. So this should be fine now, fingers crossed. You might also notice in the screen I mentioned in my little comment below that I tried streaming, I've tried sharing my screen for the little window from Streamlabs, but yeah, it crashed the system, so it can't do it. So for some reason it works with my English teaching because I don't have too many things running in the background, but when it comes to this, for some reason it can't handle it. So yeah, unfortunately I just have to do through YouTube live stream and whatnot. In the future, I'm like debating if I should just share my screen and show through YouTube. Make life easier for everyone. But I don't know. We'll see how that goes. Anyways, so moving back, let's go ahead and hide my screen. And thank you guys for being so patient with me, because having to deal with these problems is such a pain in the butt. Alright, so we're looking at week 1, which was last week. We were supposed to finish up to unit 2, but that didn't happen. I was only able to study for 2 days, which was on the 18th and the 19th. I was supposed to do the 20th, but I decided to take a break that day. I could have done it if I wanted to. But yeah, the days after, I was just too busy and I couldn't do it. Measurable. I'm able to accurately introduce myself via writing and speech. That did not happen, unfortunately. Attainable? Yes. Relevant? Yes, it is possible, and it's within 7 days. So my fault, and based on my experience with Duolingo only, it is not possible for me to introduce myself so far. So there are things that we need to change here. So the milestone and progress markers, writing, I'm just gonna put not available, and then I'll write a note here. This is because Duolingo doesn't focus on... Let's see, Duolingo doesn't focus... Oh, I just realized I didn't show my stream. Sorry. Here we are. There you go. There we go, fix that. So this is because Duolingo doesn't focus on grammatical rules. It's jargon or vocab focused. So explaining again, it's vocab environment focused. So the way Duolingo is being taught is that you need to have previous background in whatever language that you're learning. So I really and genuinely do not recommend doing Duolingo if you are learning a language for the first time, because it's very vocabulary based and it's environment focused. And what I mean by that is, like, when you say, remember when we said un chat, like a cat, so you would say un chat, let's see, un chat et un cheval, for example. So you're saying like a cat, what was it again? A dog and a horse, I believe what it was. So they're just showing a dog and a horse. So it's just an environment of how they're putting them together. So how you would see it in the wild, per se. It's just some examples. It's very randomized. So it's great for like recalling the vocab that you learned from school, or wherever you learned the language from, like elementary 1, for example. Duolingo does a good job at that, but personally, it's okay-ish for now for me. But I hope in the near future I will be getting a book for us to use for French. I'm looking for one to use, and then we'll get into that. So the speech, speaking, confidently pronunciation, and pronouncing accurately, the link. So it is after I edit all of these videos. I'm just gonna post it here and just say, it's just my limitation again is that it's vocab and environment focused. So because of that, that's all I could show for my progress marker. And today, where I reread everything that I learned in the last 2 days that I did speak French, it's sounding a bit more smoother. The prosody is still kind of off, but it's sounding, I can't even talk, sorry. It's sounding a bit more confident, per se. So what worked? So what worked was pronunciation. So pronunciation notes helped a lot. That's because I put like... Okay, so what worked? I do not know if my stream just ended again. This is very frustrating. Yeah. It says YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain it, but it should be fine, I think. I'm also checking that my video is working okay, so let me also reset this. Sorry, guys. The cons for having the PC that I have, or well, I don't know if I can even call it a PC. It's a laptop, so it's showing that my stream is fine, but yeah, it's just scary for me because every time I want to double check that everything's working fine, I have to always check my phone. Yeah, so like it's saying it's fine now, so I apologize if I have to make frequent stops. It's just because I have to double check that everything is functioning fine. It's a very frustrating process for me as well. But yeah, this is all to ensure that you guys are able to get this video. So what worked? Pronunciation notes helped a lot. Using IPA, IPA French, and spending time in that definitely helped a lot. Another thing that did help was reviewing previous notes. And I have to put a lot of space here. Whoops. Previous notes. There you go. So reviewing previous notes definitely helped. Also, what I'm gonna do. Cursed thing. So we're gonna delete that and move that here. Boom. So reviewing previous notes before continuing the lesson. go. So this definitely helped a lot. Reviewing previous notes before continuing the next lesson helped. So it really did help with what else here? It really did help with sounding more confident when I'm pronouncing stuff. So that did work. So what didn't work? Duolingo. Using Duolingo. Whoops. As a material for enhancing specific jargon, speech conversation jargons. That's what I wanted to say. So using Duolingo as a material for enhancing specific conversation jargons, that didn't work. So as a result, I wasn't able to accomplish my goals for this week. Okay, so things I can improve on. Let's see. Definitely more conversation practice, conversation reading aloud. Sorry, pronunciation. So how this can be done is just read notes aloud before moving on to the next lesson. So I genuinely think that this is gonna help me so far, because revisiting my old notes, it feels like I'm gonna be singing a song over and over again. So by doing so, my tongue and the way that I'm speaking is starting to solidify my ability to pronounce stuff, and hopefully it will improve my prosodic features. So this may help improve prosodic features. And if you guys don't remember what prosodic features are, it's the way that we say things. So how you say a word, where do you stress the word? What section of the word do we stress? The first syllable, the second syllable. If you're saying a completed sentence, what is the rhythm of how it's being said? The tone too, if the language has a tone to it. Thinking about the rise at the end of the question, if question expressions have that. So for example, are you going to the beach? So notice when I say beach, it goes up. French has the same rule as English. So if I'm gonna ask a question, it'll slowly progress to a higher pitch to show that I'm asking a question. So those are features that I'm talking about when I say prosodic features of words. So definitely more pronunciation practice. Read notes aloud before moving on to the next lesson. This may help improve prosodic features. This will definitely help improve confidence in speaking aloud. So those are my tips when it comes to improving your English. Yeah. I think I see someone in the chat, so I apologize. I think it says Jade, message retracted. I don't know who that is. Maybe they said something inappropriate. I don't know. But yeah, all I wanted to say. Alright, so we are now moving on to this week. I think I'm gonna finish up Unit 1 and 2 for Duolingo. Measurable. I'm able to... Because I don't know what the grammar rule is, I can only say that... Let me see. What is it that makes it measurable? So with French, since we're doing Duolingo 1 and 2, I don't know if I'll be able to finish Unit 2 this week, to be honest. We'll see. But I know for a fact that we will finish Unit 1. So measurable. So I'm able to pronounce the target language for Unit 1 and 2. I'm gonna put 2 here. Because I don't even know what they put for Unit 1. It's just really random stuff here. So attainable, yes. Relevant, yes. 7 days maximum. I'm gonna try to aim for 3, max 5. Here you go. So I'm gonna aim for 3 days. So for the week, 3 out of the 7 days, but my max is 5 because I'll only be working from like Monday through Friday. So yeah. Motivation and purpose. It's still gonna be the same because for the most part, unless I come up with a new idea, it's just gonna move over here. So I'm able to introduce myself. I can create small talk. This conversation can lead to conversation relating to interest, therefore it's essential. So for this week, we're not really looking at introduction. It's recognizing patterns regarding the target language. So it's very word building. I forgot what I think it might be. Is it top down or bottom up? I think it might be top down learning. So basically we're recognizing the vocabulary and knowing how to apply it. And there's that, yeah. So recognizing patterns regarding the target language. I'm gonna even put target language or target jargon / vocab. I just have too many words to use here. Alright, so what we're doing today, it's 8/29/23. What did we do? We reviewed previous lessons for this week. And then we also created our weekly lesson. Updated weekly lessons. Okay, so we did that. Delete that and move that here. Okie dokie. And then we have one more for today, which is we're gonna look at Duolingo. Also, we're gonna breeze through here because for some reason when I opened Duolingo, what happened was it doesn't remember where I left off. Maybe Duolingo hates me because I haven't been practicing every day, so they probably got rid of my progress, so you're gonna see in a second. But yeah. We're gonna see how this goes. Boom. Okay. Let's see how this goes. So we're gonna put this screen away for now. Hide that screen and then put these two back on. Cool. Here we are. Alright, so as you can see on my screen, for some reason, it doesn't remember where I left off, so if I were to try and exit it, it will just be on the frozen screen and it says Duolingo. That's it. I don't know why, but that's just what happened. I don't understand why that's happening either. So I think I have to treat it as learning French for the first time because we only went up to 1.3. So this is just gonna be a very, very fast review.
Le chat.
We have le chat.
L'homme.
L'homme was... let's see. I keep forgetting them. Oh yeah, l'homme is the man. Oh.
Chat. Chat.
Chat. Man is... yeah. Sorry. I was thinking about un homme, but it's homme. I'm so excited. 5 in a row. It's 1.
Le garçon.
Le garçon is a boy.
Un garçon.
Un garçon is a boy.
Un homme et un chat.
Un homme et un chat is the man for a man and a cat. We have man is
Homme.
chat
Chat.
et
Et
garçon.
Garçon.
un.
So this is actually quite accurate on how fast I can actually review stuff. So you can see it takes me about a minute. Once I reviewed, I go really, really quick. So if you watch the previous streams, you'll notice that, sorry for the stinking ads. So you might notice in the past, so if you saw the first stream or the second stream, I actually take a long time in completing the lessons. It's because I'm taking notes here. So yeah, all my notes here, and you can see on the second camera. Hi, good to see you. Hello. So it does take me a while, like maybe 20 minutes, just to write everything down and also identify the sounds. But if I were not to take any notes, it takes me at least a minute. But I learn much better whenever I have notes. So if I don't have it, it's much more of a struggle for me. So preferably, it does take a lot of time, but writing notes and recording what you're learning is actually pretty good. So let's continue. And I don't know if I can do 7 days. I don't like this. I don't care. Okay, fine, whatever. It's good to see you again. I haven't seen you in a while. Okay, thanks. Please. Start with essential phrases and grammar concepts. Oh, okay, this is new. I've never seen this before. Interesting. Okay. Did they update Duolingo? Okay, so we have basic phrases and greet people. Let's continue.
La fille.
So we covered this on the 19. So la fille is the girl.
La femme.
La femme is the woman.
Une.
Une.
Une. Je.
Say woman is femme.
Femme.
Okay.
Une femme.
Une femme is a woman.
Je suis Paul.
I am Paul. Je suis Paul. Okay. Je suis un chat.
Chat.
Sorry, not un chat. Je suis un chat. I am a girl. Je suis. Je suis une fille.
Une fille.
Je suis une fille. A woman and a man. So, une fille. Oh, sorry, une femme.
Femme.
Et un homme.
Homme.
Go. There we go. Cool. And I apologize again because I can't really do much about advertisements. But you can see how fast I'm breezing through again, just because if I've already taken notes on them, it's just very quick memory for me. So nice. I'm on this week's leaderboard with 30 EXP. Nice. Alright, so what's next? Lesson 3 of 5. I think we've already covered this.
Le cheval.
Oh yeah, we did. Le cheval is a horse.
Un cheval.
Un cheval is a horse.
Le chien.
Le chien is a dog.
C'est. C'est. Tu.
Un chien.
Dog. Un chien.
C'est un chat.
C'est un chat. C'est un chat.
Tu es Marc?
Tu es Marc? Are you Marc? Okay, are you horse? Tu es Un cheval.
Cheval.
Cheval. Tu es un cheval. Cat. Tu es
Est
un
un chat.
Tu es un chat. Okay, dokie. I'm back tomorrow for streak 2. Awesome. No thanks. No thanks. Alright, so now we are on 4.5. 1.4. So we're finally here on
La
Duolingo.
pizza.
Nice, la pizza. I wonder what that is. So we are back to Duolingo. Unit 1.4. So we have la pizza. And I think this is the vocabulary, right? How did I label them? Oh yeah, vocabulary and pronunciation. Okay. And then I checking the chat in case anyone left anything, but looks good so far. So we have la pizza. Vocabulary. Oh yeah, I remember now. This is how I wanted to do it. We did it. So we have la pizza. And I'm gonna use my previous note as a reference. How did I do it? Okay. You know, why the hell am I just overreacting over this? Let me just do what I did. Let's move it over. We that boom, la pizza. So I'm gonna say the pizza. And then I think I wrote a reference here, so la pizza. And then what was the notes again? For the sound in French, because we're not gonna extend what we know about English onto here. I think what was the closest to okay. Yeah, with the wiggle. Okay. La pizza. There we go. La pizza. There we go. La pizza. Next.
Une pizza.
This is gonna be the vocab, pronunciation section. So, une pizza. Pronounce.
Une pizza. Une pizza.
Yeah.
Une pizza.
Une. Okay, where are my notes for that? Yeah, it's why. Here we go. That should be as close as possible to my pronunciation, hopefully. Un pizza. Because I'm trying to implement the French IPA. It's not perfect because I'm not a native, but it's the best I can do. And it's also good for me to write using French IPA because it helps me remember it.
L'orange.
L'orange. Okay. And this one is the orange.
L'orange. L'orange. L'orange.
It's like a more. More. It sounds like that. Is it the moi sound? It sounds like it. L'orange. Vai. Moi. L'orange. Could be affected by the le sound, the L. So it's because it's in front of the O. Lo. O. I don't hear its effect. It's not a dark L. It's a light L, so l'orange. Travail. Moi. 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 Oh. Oh. Yeah, sorry. I do that a lot. Like, I'm just trying to hear the sound. L'orange.
L'orange.
Do they have the O sound? Moi. Oh. It could be. Exemple. Oh. Actually, it might be this A wiggle one. It's moi. Where's okay. So this is closer to the O sound as well. Travail, moi, moi. Exemple, ensuite, orange.
L'orange.
I think it might be that A with the squiggle. It's closest to it. So the A with squiggle.
L'orange.
Louange. What was the je sound again? Symbol for it.
L'orange.
Yeah, I think it's just this. Yeah. Here you go. Louange.
Oh.
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 Interesting. Shoot. I think it's just this.
Ah. Oh.
That's not the sound. Then it should be this.
Oh.
I knew it. Never doubt yourself. We have another one here. Hopefully my notes are there. Okay. And then it's pronounced and that is, I think it's that E sound. I'm also double checking here again because I really hate the fact I keep going up here. We have oh. Very rounded oh sound. Travail, moi. On is ensemble. I think it might be. What's it gonna be? Yeah. It might be this one actually. It might be this OE sound. I want to double check it. Where's my
œil, œil,
œil,
seul,
seul,
Sol. Is that the same one? On.
On.
seul,
It has a very different sound. I think it's the sound.
homme,
On.
Still not there. Oh, and if you guys are wondering like what I'm looking at, I'm just gonna go ahead and show my screen again. Sorry about that. One second. Okay, there you go. If you're wondering what I'm looking at, I have my notes here from last week, and thank goodness I kept the link there. I'm just trying to find the sound that I'm looking for. So we have their vowels.
moi,
It's got the moi,
On.
and they're different. Travail.
travail,
Yeah. This is A.
été,
Été. Général.
général,
Général. Why are you using this sound as a representation? That's not how it works.
vérité,
There should be a different E representation, because this one is supposed to pronounce A, like A as in Kate. Late. That's the representation. So they have a really weird one there. It's just hard. Let me hear their L.
elle,
That's fine. Nouvelle, sujet. Sujet. And then
comme,
homme.
homme,
On.
It's more like it's kind of throaty. Where's the placement for that? Might be this one.
non,
Yeah, this is it. That's just oh my god. Did I not write this down? I did not write this down in my notes. I knew it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't know why I did not write this down. So, but yeah, there's a sound here. I think I didn't write it because I was like thinking, oh, I'll come across it one day, but it's right here. This is the sound I was looking for. So if you compare it and you listen to oncle
oncle,
or oncle,
oncle,
because it's kind of throaty. And it's closer to the. I also thought it was like an open O. So the actual representation for open O is like toll gates. Or if you want to use a British accent, water. That's the O that we're looking at. And it was really close, but it felt more throaty in the back. So like nom, I feel it in the back of my throat. So seeing that little squiggly line, I'm trying to think of like what's causing it. Because in our other notes we mentioned, where's the A sound? Where are you? Where's the A squiggle? Oh, it's right here. I'm so dumb. I just scrolled all the way up. Exemple. Oh yeah. So what I noticed is that these little squiggle lines, I don't know what to call them. I think they make it very throaty. Is what I suspect, because they have the position of like the normal representation of this is pronounced as aw, as in like the short O sound, octopus. But when we're using it here, for example, saying example in French, exemple, it's oh, it's kind of in the back of the throat. Same thing here with the O, like toll, becomes nom. And then this one, Let me see if I can remember this one.
Loin.
Loin. Yeah, so this one's supposed to represent eh without the squiggle, eh, but they're moving it back to the throat, so it becomes on. So this one too, asi.
Ainsi.
Ansi. How come they don't have the end there? Ansi.
Ainsi.
Ansi. I would put a glottal stop here. So if I were to actually write it down, let me also pull up the IPA keyboard. Ansi. I feel like there's like... Ansi. Uh-huh. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. Is that if you're trying to say the word asi, there should be a glottal stop. Glottal stop is this little question mark here. So when you say uh-huh, there's like a pause, before you say that full word. Is another example. So that is a glottal stop. So my feeling is asi should have a glottal stop before it, in my honest opinion. I might be wrong. Again, I don't know better because I'm not a French expert. So si, asi, yes, s e. No, where's the long I sound? There we go. So that's how I would write this word, and that's what I need to update on my little chart here. So where is asi on my paper? Oh, being such a nitpick in language learning is fun, guys, isn't it? So I'm gonna show you my notes and I'm gonna update it. So they said SC here. So notice when I said SC or asi, asi. 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 You know what? No, it's okay. Never mind. I'm thinking about it really hard, so it's okay. I'm just gonna leave it alone. Asi will be just... It's whatever. It's whatever. It's okay. So, we're gonna jump back to the notes here. I'm just gonna share all three screens. It's gonna look really ugly in the back, so I apologize. Let's go back. So we have here, and this one. We're actually gonna write a note up here too. I should actually. So let me actually write one here too. So I forgot to write about this one, and this one is like nom. Like nom, and so I'm gonna put X that equals throat. Oh, what do we call it again? It's a glottal influence? Is it glottal? There's a word for it. It could be a palatal influence too, because it's the back of the throat. Cool. Nom. So I'm gonna say palatal slash throat or glottal influence. Yeah, so those are my notes there from myself because I need to review them. So we have on, so which is aunt.
Une orange.
Une orange. Uno orange.
Une orange. Une orange.
What's the I think. Let's look at my notes up here.
Une orange. Une orange.
Uh-huh. Oh. I think it might be this. And then an orange. This is gonna be a hard one for me because the R sound is always what kills me. Un orange.
Une orange.
Un orange. I apologize. Un orange. Okay, so an orange. And I'll also write this down in my notes here. So I'm gonna hide this for a second so you guys can see what I'm trying to write. So in my notes, pronunciation, the R sound. In un orange. Yeah. It's just pronouncing these words are
Le
hard.
croissant.
Le croissant. Yeah. Next one. Okay, next one we have
Le croissant.
le croissant. Oh no, you do. Le croissant. So it's the croissant. And it's pronounced le croix. So we go check the IP chart here.
Ne.
Ne.
Besoin.
It sounds like even the schwa has a throaty influence to it. Because if I were to pronounce that in American English, the schwa would be sofa. The in sofa. Sofa. Boson. No. Sofa. Oh, it's. I hear it. Never mind. No. Right? Check that.
Ne.
No. Yeah, it's very. No. I don't know how to call the influence, but there is an influence on it. Bourgeois.
Besoin.
Bourgeois. And then we have